This series is going to be a demonstration of creating a C# application using clean code and some concepts from domain-driven design. The functionality I'm going to create is financial markets based, a utility that takes in some market data and gives a high-level indication or a clue if the asset should be traded. Best example would be the crypto market, where there's basic data pretty much 24 hours a day on a number of platforms such as CoinMarketCap. So the crypto market is active and there's always some significant price movements and there won't be any shortage of data. What this utility is trying to achieve is to get API data, then assign a final score that indicates if a trade is favorable. Just as a side note, I might use some trading or financial markets terminology that might not be immediately obvious for someone who doesn't follow the market. In keeping with domain-driven design, it's okay if there's some terms that are not initially clear, but eventually a developer of a given system is going to be forced to have some understanding. So that's that whole story of ubiquitous language from domain-driven design. So then the example of the trading score indicator, if I was to manually go into CoinMarketCap, set a few filters such as market cap and a minimum volume, I then sort the price movement over 24 hours or 7 days. In this example, I see that this coin has moved over 170% for the week and 14% over 24 hours. Someone who would have seen enough of the market movements and trends, so let's call this person a domain expert, will guess that the next movement of this coin is going to be sold. So in other words, this coin has already moved up so much in price that the next obvious movement for it would be for those holding this asset to start selling. So in simple terms, the next profitable trade would then be to short. So that's using the right financial terminology, short, or in other words, sell. It is important to note that this is still a guess. So no one knows exactly what the market is going to be doing or the next price because there's never a guarantee in the financial markets, especially the crypto market. Other factors to consider would be the market cap, and this one is under $1 billion. So again, someone who would have observed trends for a while would guess that this market cap is relatively small and can still move up significantly, or it could go the other way around. If people start selling, then it will drop very quickly and it will drop very hard. So it being a relatively small market cap means that the volatility is going to be a lot higher. So we're going to stick with a shorting trade. And if we take that guess that price is going to go down, then we're going to profit. Another consideration might be the age or how long this crypto has been on the market. If it has only launched, then the price hasn't settled down yet. It's going through what's called a price discovery. And there are no stable averages. So a trader might be better off not just avoiding this trade altogether and move on to something else, another trade or another coin, as this coin might be too unpredictable. In summary, this little algorithm that I'm going to create will give a score based on the following. First, the market cap. I've chosen to give a higher weighting to the market cap, meaning the bigger the market cap, the less volatile. So in practical terms, for example, Bitcoin will not just suddenly drop 20% in one day. Another point is the price movement over 7 days and over 30 days. This will give the overall trend or the overall direction of the price. And then again, another consideration would be the price movement over 24 hours. This will be an indication if the move has already happened. So for example, if I'm trying to short and the price has already dropped by maybe, let's say 15%, even if it's moved up 150% or 120% over the month or the week, that downward movement has already occurred or it's getting exhausted. The age of the asset is another consideration to check if the price is more or less stabilized and it's got a fair market value. In the real world trading, this little algorithm will only serve as a preliminary screener. It's going to be a utility that will point out assets where the trader is going to have to physically go in and have a detailed look and do some deep technical analysis. So this utility in itself will not be enough to give a definitive signal to trade. So that is the introduction to this series. And in the next section, I'm going to show the code to get the data from the CoinMarketCap API.